update on how he is today in practice coming up on Up to the Minute Live. Two days and some change away from Championship Sunday in the National Football League. Patrick Claybon here in the NFL Network newsroom. This is Up to the Minute Live. We started today with the news. We were expecting to hear from Tom Brady yesterday, and then we were expecting for Tom to come to his media availability today as well. He did not practice with the team, has a hand injury. There's the video. Tom talking to Brian Hoyer. You see, Hoyer's got something on his hand. Brady is motioning to his hand there. Again, did not participate in practice with that right hand injury. So let's go to a look here. Tom Brady, by his playoff round, the Super Bowl he's 5-2 in the AFC Championship game, 7-4. This guy's been in so many playoff games. In fact, 26 career postseason wins, most by any quarterback in NFL history. But his hand is the topic. And for the latest on Tom Brady's hand, we go back to Randy Moss in Foxborough. Randy, what can you tell us?
So Tom didn't talk Wednesday. He didn't talk today. He is scheduled to talk tomorrow. Maybe we'll learn a little bit more about how that hand is feeling then. The NFL mandates that star players have to have media availability at least one time during the practice week, or they can be fined. That never stopped Marshawn Lynch. He just didn't talk to the media and just took his fines. But we're expecting to see Brady talk tomorrow. Now, we don't know how the hand is feeling. Here are some facts, okay? The last time Tom Brady missed a Thursday practice was in Week 12 of last season. He had a knee injury at the time. His knee was sore. He missed Wednesday practice, Thursday practice. He was limited in Friday practice. They were playing the Jets, by the way. He was listed as questionable for the game. Of course, he played. He went 30 for 50, 286 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and the Patriots won the game 22-17. Afterwards, he was lauded by Belichick for his, for his toughness and his ability to play through the pain. He said it really bothered him not to be at practice. He would much rather have been going through the practice reps than in the treatment room getting treatment. All right, so we know that. I had a chance to talk to some more of the players back there. Nobody saying anything about Tom Brady's hand. Devin McCourty, the veteran safety, one of the more talkative guys in the locker room, one of the more entertaining guys, was asked about Brady. It was pretty funny. The first question was, how did Tom Brady look at practice? McCourty said, quote, "He looks good every day. He's one of the best-looking people I've ever seen." The logical follow-up question, well, how did his hand look? Quote, "I didn't notice his hand because his face is so distracting." So that got a lot of laughs, but unfortunately no additional information about Brady's hand. Now, I also had a chance to talk to Brian Hoyer. I'm not suggesting anything here, but, if it happens, Brian Hoyer is now the backup, and Brian told me that he's a lot more comfortable here in the Patriots system because he spent his first 3 years in the NFL here, 2009, 2010, 2011. When he was at Houston in 2015, his head coach was Bill O'Brien, who was his quarterback's coach and his offensive coordinator for 1 year in his earlier stint in New England. Hoyer is one of the more experienced backup quarterbacks in the NFL. He has 37 lifetime starts. I'm not suggesting anything, Patrick, but I'm just trying to cover all the bases.
Yeah, somebody might be turning on their TV in the Boston area and hearing Brian Hoyer's name, and their breath starts to quicken a little bit. Randy Moss with the latest on Patriots and their quarterback in his hand from Foxborough. The Jags at practice today. Leonard Fournette and the offense getting things going, but Doug Marrone looking at what this defense is going to have to do going up against the Tom Brady.
I'm sure he'd probably go left-handed if he had a problem with his right hand, and throw it just as well. And I mean that. I'm not, I think I've never seen anyone, and I said this before, when we used to go out there pregame, and I was on the opposing sideline, the quarterback coaches that I've worked with along the way, whether it was in New York or wherever we have been, it's always amazing to, when you go out there and watch him. And it's a credit to him, obviously. He can literally go out there. You see a lot of quarterbacks that go out and have to, they kind of warm up a little bit. They'll do a lot of things. He can go out there and literally he'll just go pick up a ball and throw it, and you would think that he's ready to go.
A left-handed Tom Brady, that would be something to see. Let's get down to Jacksonville, Florida. Steve Wyche is there, whichever hand he's throwing with, Steve. Malik Jackson and the Jags pass rush is going to try to get after him. He's a part of that Broncos team that gave Tom a lot of problems in 2015. Do you see any comparisons between this defense and that defense?
Well, that's right, Patrick. Well, there are some similarities in terms of scheme and defensive fronts, but Malik Jackson said he has told some of his teammates that there are certain things they can do against some of the Patriots' blocking schemes to get some pressure on Brady. Jackson also said he asked the Jaguars video department to get cut-ups of some of that game. It was a 2015 AFC Championship game, and put those cut-up highlights onto the iPads so the defensive front guys can look at those and study certain things. In particular, Jackson said he told some of the outside pass rushers to look at how Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware approached that game, especially in terms of some of the depth that they rushed with. Now, Miller and Ware combined for 3 of the team's 4 sacks. Remember in that game, Patrick, Brady also had 2 interceptions. So, again, Malik Jackson said there are some things that could work based on the type of scheme the Jaguars run and what the Broncos did in that game. But, again, a lot of people go in there trying to use history, that experience Bill Belichick said doesn't matter, and then they go in and face the Patriots, and a lot of times it just doesn't work.
Yeah, even in that game, Tom and the Patriots still had an opportunity to win it late. Looking over at this Jags team and the way people across the country are starting to feel about them, are they starting to be fan favorites, Steve?
Yeah, whether people are Patriot haters or they're jumping on the Jaguars bandwagon, players here said they can feel the groundswell of support of people saying, hey, Jacksonville, go up there and beat the Patriots. In fact, here's Malik Jackson on that subject.
I do. You hear it a lot. I think they say a lot of people are tired of seeing the Patriots in there. I think the Patriots would disagree with you guys. But, we'll see what happens. I know that we would love to go. We're really big on telling fans that we're growing. This is a new Jags team, and we really want to start to be able to get to the Super Bowl this year in our first year where we're all together, especially under Coach Marrone, would be awesome. But like I said, we have Goliath in front of us, so we can't really be looking too far ahead because if we do, we'll be like the Steelers watching next week or week after that. So we'll see.
Yeah, Jackson's one of the veterans on this roster who is trying to have guys walk that fine line of confidence and humility. And so far, they really feel that they're walking that balance. But I did speak to someone today who said this is a team that kind of doesn't know any better, and they're going up to New England feeling that they have every right to play the Patriots and to beat the Patriots just because they think they're just that special of a team, Patrick.
Yeah, if you ask them, they'll be sure to be the first people to tell you that. Steve Wyche there live with the Jags in Jacksonville. We keep things going here on Up to the Minute Live. Tony Baselli, Hall of Fame finalist, longtime Jag. What are his thoughts on this matchup and what the offense can do against the Patriots? That's coming up. We'll talk to Tony, as well as get the championship game plan from the Eagles, from our coach, Brian Billick. How does he feel about the way things are going towards this game in the NFC Championship? That's next here on Up to the Minute.
May I please have a double shot half almond milk latte with 2 half pumps of caramel? Oh.